Oh, whoops. My bad. Was I making a video? I was just fluting around a little bit. I am hoping to upload the Moonlight Sonata that I just relearned on the guitar, but I can't get it memorized. I have the tabs that I leave open and I could play it like that, and maybe I'll just record it like that and I'll just flip the pages or something. But man, that is a challenge. It was a challenge I enjoyed though. Hey, so somebody left a really simple but very interesting comment, and it sparked a little bit of a little thing in my brain or whatever. And so the mark of the beast, right, which I never really talked about because, okay, I've read the book of Revelation probably like 5 times. I still don't understand it. I just don't. It's so bizarre and so confusing. So I would think twice when people proclaim that they understand the book of Revelation. It is so open to interpretation. I mean, you could make it's kind of like iPad Go 2. You know, you could kind of see anything you want to see in it. Not exactly. I would say iPad Go 2 is a lot more precise. And speaking of iPad Go 2, so this person commented, I've never seen him before, and he said that the mark is supposed to be on your forehead or on your hand. And maybe some of you can recall that astral experience I had in which I supposedly found myself in the year 2086 in some underground city, and these cyborg policemen try to get a scan on my arm and they were unable to, so they took me to a portal back to my own time. One of the first videos I made here. So having said that, even in iPad Go 2, this is something that's often overlooked by many people who discuss the video, is that the goat that comes out of the box has a 666 barcode on its forehead. Here is my personal take. The VCs are probably some kind of precursor to see how far, it's like a psychological test to see how far people are willing to go and how easy they are to manipulate. So it doesn't take a conspiracy theorist to figure out that this whole event, 201, that's been going on for the last 2 years, was 99.9% pre-planned, everything, every single thing. So this is a test to see people's reactions. So when does the actual mark come in? And I do believe it will, because these aliens or jackasses, whoever the hell they are, that like to fiddle and play with the planet because they're smart and we're all dumb sheep, and they're in control as a result. Interdimensional alien fluffies, whoever the hell, I don't care who they are anymore, it doesn't matter, but there's obviously someone sinister in control. So the mark will come after the great disaster. After the great disaster, as shown in PedGo 2. The goat is in a concentration camp-like setting. Why is the goat in a concentration camp-like setting? Well, because there was some kind of calamity, a fire, water, ice birthing ritual perhaps that set the world on fire and then froze it or something like that. And there's very limited resources. And survivors who are looking for solutions to lack of resources find these pre-built camps that are stock full of supplies, and you can come in there if you want, but you're just going to have to get your VC. Definitely, that's definitely a component somehow, I think, at least a part of the equation, but it's not a barcode, is it? And after you get that, because of course the Ronas will still be around for some reason, they'll be around forever. And, they can tattoo your barcode on your forehead or whatever. And that way they can log you and keep track of how many survivors there are on the planet after this disaster. And since you're dependent now on them for resources, they have total control over you. And even if that doesn't happen, even if there's no disaster, it's just the natural progression of things. The way things are going, technologically speaking, you first had simply just cash and coin. Then they made electronic credit and debit cards. Well, first you had checks that you had to use, and then the credit cards. And now you have the chips in the cards, etc., biometric data. It'll be infused into your body. Either scenario, whether it's the destructive one or if they somehow circumvent the destruction and go right into transhumanism, it leads to this barcode on your forehead type situation, allegorically or literally. So that's my take on it. So I don't think the VCs are the mark, but there could be a component to the VCs that will play a role with the mark in the future. And I don't give a crap if the numerology and gematria matches the VC being the mark, because gematria, like the Book of Revelation, you can make ciphers and come up with a lot of stuff that doesn't actually exist or come true. It's a hit or miss with gematria. It's not exact by any means. And even they will tell you that. So keep that in mind. And plus, it is ancient Kabbalistic sorcery. So I don't know why the Christians are into black magic, because that's what it is. And but that's what it is. And enjoy yourselves.